Was that a ding on janitors? You know, custodian work actually can pay a decent amount.
It's actual honest work.
But it can pay a decent amount?
Yes.
I feel like you need to apologize.
Oh my god, I'm not going to. I'm sorry.
Custodial arts is a real career, you fucking piece of shit.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of DNA Crows. I'm your host, Andrew, the ComicCrowe, and this
is Dean.
And today, we're actually going to be talking about the Project Veritas video about Google. We're also going to be mentioning their story on Pinterest as well. Normally, we would be showing you clips from the video. Instead, we're going to put it into the profile description. We really encourage everybody to check it out. Two reasons why we don't want to include it. The smaller reason, which I will admit, smaller, is that obviously we're kind of don't want to get copyright claimed. I think that they're going to try to remove that video from Project Veritas that they did because it's about YouTube and it does expose them. I'm sure they're going to find some reason to take it down, and I'm sure they'll look for clips and start trying to remove things because Google's rather censorious. And the other reason is larger. We want you to watch the full Project Veritas video and not just look at some of the clips that we pull out, because I think it's only like 25 minutes long. Everything there is worth watching.
Yeah, it's very informative.
Now, just a couple of the main reasons why I want to talk about it is because two things that I did hear during that video, beyond just how they go about doing this, is their reasons for doing it. So Jen Ganai, head of responsible innovation for Google, she was the one who's essentially caught on the camera. There's a Google insider who leaked out the information.
Yeah, with a hidden camera during what seems to be a meeting at a restaurant.
Now, in the video, they do clarify it's not the Google insider who was the one who got her on camera. It seems that was someone from Project Veritas who did. But she says a couple of things. The first is they've been called in front of Congress several times, which I think most people are kind of pay attention to politics or aware of that happening. Similar way Facebook's been called in front of Congress. But she says in the video, she understands Congress wants them to stop interfering. They just don't care. They are not going to stop.
Because if they stop, it would be on smaller companies to basically interfere with elections, and they just don't have the resources Google does to stop Donald Trump.
And they specifically say they want to stop what happened in 2016 from happening again. And regardless of what you think of Donald Trump, that doesn't matter. I mean, there's this old fear from people on the left. Old fear because nobody on the left gives a shit anymore except for this guy and a few other people. Not to be... I'm a little hyperbolic with that statement. If you don't regulate large, massive corporations, they will basically try to take control of things.
Yeah, and that used to be like a pretty big... it used to be a pretty big issue to everybody on the left. Up until Donald Trump got elected.
Yeah, now they are... I mean, look, Google... You have someone really high up at Google that's flat out stating they are enacting these policies in order to interfere with the elections. There are certain things that come up in the video where they talk about, like, search results. If you try to do a search for a Hillary Clinton email, nothing will come up because Google has decided anything to do with Hillary Clinton's emails, that's conspiracy theory. If you type in Trump email, even though nobody searches for it, autofills right away with a whole bunch of options. If you type in men can get pregnant, men can have periods, things nobody is searching for except for super woke individuals. And that's where they want to change things. And they say it in the video, Project Veritas... forgive me because I forget the person's name now. We're recording. I'm terrible at this. He says it sounds a lot like social engineering, and that's essentially what it is. They're filtering out certain results. The insider says that they are going to be removing views, deranking, deboosting, not allowing you to see content from people like Tim Pool and Dave Rubin, but going to send you to authoritative sources, which includes Vox.
Yeah. I mean, granted, Tim Pool and Dave Rubin are very alt-right individuals, but No, it's a very scary thing, because I mean, it's not only
anyone to the right of Stalin is an alt-right individual to these people.
Well, now it's not only silencing, but now it's let's directly interfere. And even though we've been caught with our hand in the cookie jar, we just can't allow ourselves to not interfere, because who you decide to vote for isn't good. It's just not good enough.
Yeah, and they say that people who voted for Trump don't agree with our definition of fairness. Well, there is a definition of fairness. You just changed the word.
You don't agree with the definition of fairness.
You're changing what fairness means, and it's inherently unfair. Fairness would be letting all the ideas out into the open market, letting everybody hear what's out there and make their own decision. Google says, yeah, people are stupid, we don't trust them, they need to agree with what we say, and if they try to search for something else, we're just going to remove that search result.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Once again, scary times.
Yeah, I mean, Google...
Fearmonger! Gen-Genai.
Gen-Genai?
Is it Genai?
I don't know.
Genai.
Head of responsible innovation. Yeah,
responsible innovation.
Dude, you know, they just like taking words like, I don't know, fairness and responsible
and head of
and just changing the meaning of all these things.
Yeah, what is head of?
I know.
I mean, why not tail?
Maybe we're talking to the janitor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would make sense given their thought process here. Anyways, that's it for the video.
Was that a dig on janitors? You know, custodian work actually can pay a decent amount.
It's actual honest work.
But it can pay a decent amount?
Yes.
I feel like you need to apologize.
Oh my god, I'm not going to. I'm sorry.
Custodial arts is a real career, you fucking piece of shit. Look, what do? You make YouTube videos.
I do finance.
Oh, I do finance. What does that even mean? I go to school. I'm a student.
Shut the fuck up.
We have a janitor.
Until you've learned.
We have a janitor, and I say hi to him every day. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude, I have no issues with the...
I have no issues. But this person's dumb. They're probably just a janitor. I hope we have somebody that watches our videos that's a janitor and just fucking tears into you. Oh my god.
First off, why am I even defending myself here? Look, if you have a janitor,
I don't know why you
running a department at a tech company.
First of all,
that may be an issue.
First of all, why are you defending yourself? Just apologize. You were an asshole.
Look, that again for the second time now. That is it for the video. Please check out the Project Veritas video on this. Watch the whole way through. A lot of people have been reporting on this for a very long time. They've been mentioning these things have been happening. You've had insiders from Google come out before, insiders from Facebook come out before. You had the whole thing with Pinterest where they were going through and basically taking, if it was pro-life, they considered it pro-life videos, right? And then there's Ravelry, a knitting site with something like 5 to 10 million users active on their platform, I believe, which they just said, well, we're going to ban anyone who is expressing support for the president in any way because that is the same as white supremacist content.
Yeah.
These people don't give a shit. They are very clear. They think that their ideology is supreme to everybody else's. And if you disagree, well, you're a hateful, misogynistic bigot who wants to imprison all the brown people, and you shouldn't have a voice, period. They're full-on fascist, guys. Let's go ahead and put a stop to it. That's all I got.
Yep, I think Andrew should apologize. Remember, the conversation does not end here. Tell us what you think of Andrew's slanderous comments towards janitorial arts, custodial arts, janitorial services. Do you think he should apologize? Do you think he should bend the knee? I do.
Well, you're on the left. Of course you want people to bend the knee.
I want him to bend over my knee.
Okay, we're cutting the video now. Bye.